Hallelujah.
Amen. You are sad, aren't you?
Kafra.
I notice you are sad. Sorry.
Gentlemen, Wabahada.
Gentlemen, have you been here before? He said yes.
I will pass.
Okay. And yes, that just now should be La Paz.
He said he used to visit a certain church at La Paz.
Gentlemen, people say me buso asem.
I want to make some inquiries from you. Don't be worried if you don't know the answers.
Why?
To the questions.
Because I'm
about to ask. Because you are not likely to know all things pertaining in your family.
Me busa asem bi say unmade friend bosom.
I asked you, or I inquired to know your knowledge about idols.
And I'll say aye.
Now, when I asked you whether you knew about idols, you said yes.
And I'm busa say na unmade friend comfort.
And I also asked you about whether you know anything described as a fetish priest.
Now, in fact,
or priestess.
I win him.
Now, your answer was that you know it because you have seen one before. It is not the case that he has visited a shrine before or consulted a shrine, but he has seen one before.
Now, may I sure say, gentlemen, the reason
and I'm sure that this gentleman will not be aware or does not know why I was asking him these questions.
But
it is for a reason I was asking them these questions.
What
did I see? What caused me to call him out?
In fact, now, mama, gentleman, no entrance.
Give the gentleman a chair to sit on.
Monsignor Moboko, kakra. Boko. My entrance boko.
Just allow him to sit down.
Monsignor Mona entrance boko. Mon help no. Good. The healing prophet. Me jitum say nua be man onti ase say I didn't know Sophia busa afremi na obusa me say minim bosom na me hu komfo ana say abosom ne amada.
I am sure this gentleman will be wondering in his mind why I was asking him questions relating to shrine and idols and fetish priests and priestesses. I'm sure he'll be wondering in his mind.
Gentlemen,
listen to this very carefully. I am going to ask you a question. Don't be worried if you don't know the answer. Good. In your family, are there idols? In your family, he said yes.
Asemoho.
It is very good you came here today, gentlemen. And God bless the person who brought you to church. Can you put your hands together?
I am
going to say something to you. Chances are that you have never heard or you have never been told about what I'm saying, but it is true. It was required of your mother that she ought to have submitted herself to a fetish spirit and become its steward. So in your mother's family, there is a certain spirit in your mother's family, an idol. Now that idol had intended to possess your mother and work through her. Now what the family was supposed to do to give to prepare or give allowance to that spirit to possess your mother and use her in the way it wanted to use her, the spirit or the family did not meet that requirement. Now for that reason, the spirit, that idol, took your mother's life. And so if today somebody tells you that she is your mother or you are her son, that person is not your biological mother. Or real mother. Because your biological mother is not alive. Now, this is what was about to happen. I want you to listen to this very clearly. It is a caution. It may be that you have never done such a thing, but because certain plans have been ordained by evil spirits in the spiritual realm, this time something would have happened and it would have caused you to do such a thing. Now listen, gentlemen, listen. Now there's a festival called Abuachiri Festival. I don't know at what time they celebrate that festival. Now who knows in what period that festival is celebrated? Now the thing say be enam nia nanko pese odo maame ye na wenya ne saa kwana so a oshrake o maame mo ofri atiasefo asase so no so na koma nto ne yem. Now that spirit o pe o maame ye furu mu ade, that spirit that sought to use your mother to accomplish its purposes but could not get your mother to act for it in the way it wanted her to, and so took your mother's life as a result, is not satisfied. It wants a child from your mother's womb. Me who say sunsum oma grupu oma memma awo winiba. Now spiritually I saw that your mother's children had been grouped, put in a group at Winneba. All of a sudden I saw a certain spirit that carried you from the midst of your siblings and put you into a room and locked the door. Obi pejane sasa abuachire onim bra me come me mate so minim said ye tie omuda so ye ana omajai omuya ne breben. First week of May, bra, mami bra. Every year be omuya na. Good. May ebesi da bay. Good. Hear me here, gentlemen. Eda abuachire bekoso no.
Sada no be frasa si so.
Now, on the day of the Abuachiri festival, that day,
Omiya na memenda.
on that day,
Enti afi ombeye. Na mishra pacho betima ko trans.
on that day, you lose your life.
Me mati abuachiri but minimu. Gentlemen ni omude na shedam eno ma loki.
I see that the life of this gentleman has been locked up in a certain room pending the Abuachiri festival.
Yesterday, I discussed say or your project be Winneba like Opeso Sidan was. Then I was saying say young question say starting here then I'm one day starting the project. Then he was saying say or train Abuachiri no wako.
Or train then
Abuachiri festival no wako.
Na wako.
No wako. And I'm busy come question na question no so say or train Abuachiri.
Nanka. Only ni na Abuachiri.
Now the lady was saying that they were having a conversation yesterday in respect of a project that he's doing in Winneba. And so she wanted to go and inspect how far they have reached in the project. But he insisted and said that let's wait till the Abuachiri festival and then we will go and inspect the project. Now I was saying, or I said something earlier, that chances are that he may have not done
but this time there,
but in this time he would find himself doing that thing. What I was trying to say is that perhaps he has never attended the Abuachiri festival in his lifetime. And but for the fact that the lady has confirmed that, I was going to say that this man would have seen himself attending the Abuachiri festival whether he plans to do so or not, because he would have had a very strong edge. Your mother was pregnant 8 times, but she had 7 children. Maybe you do not know or you are not aware. If what you know is not consistent or does not align with what I'm saying, then what you know is false. Your mother gave birth to 1 child, but she lost the child. On the day of the Abuachiri festival, this gentleman would have been at the place of the festival.
Now that specific day,
and on that particular day, you would have gone off. And even before you reach or you are taken to a hospital, you would have given up the ghost.
Let's just say, gentleman,
what it means is that if this gentleman had not come here today, he would have gone for the Abuachiri festival and he would have died there because of the spirit in his mother's household.
Life, urban life,
but for the fact that we are streaming live, I would have said something. But when he comes to see me at my office, chances are that I may tell him. You see, people do not die without a reason. Now, why is it that why is it that the spirit that killed your mother because could not get your mother to perform the assignment that he wanted her to perform, why is it that the spirit has locked you up in a room pending the Abuachiri festival? What is the correlation between your mother, that spirit, yourself, and that Abuachiri festival?
Kenya meeting nsuma ya wo abusua mo ka ho bi. Now company for no e wo sunsum.
So the spirits in Winneba that get their loins and stir themselves up and move during the Abuachiri festival, spirits in your family are part of those spirits.
Entikaradia membia. Enu abeme. Anko obekọ Abuachiri.
So if God had not intervened, this gentleman would have attended the Abuachiri festival.
Now the spiritual lessons.
Now the reason I was asking him questions about his knowledge about idols and spiritualists and fetish priests and all that is that the meeting which was convened concerning just the gentleman was a meeting between dwarfs and human beings. We are going to pray for this gentleman. You know what I want you to do? I want you to stand onto your feet. We are going to clap our hands and pray. We are going to pray fervently for about 2 to 3 minutes for this gentleman, for deliverance to be released. I want to hear the voices of people praying. We are going to clap our hands and pray. And as you are clapping, you are releasing fire. As you are clapping your hands, fire is releasing on Satan. Your prayer is that wherever this gentleman has been kept, we are breaking the door and let the power of God deliver him. Clap your hands and pray. Hey. Jesus, Jesus, miao moa, say de miao moa. Asama tumio, me wa manie munti, miao moa, say de miao moa. Asama tumio, minio biaka uwerate, miao moa, say de miao moa. Erate bwamie. Wame rati yeswe miao moa say de miao moa ebanya mi wani mama bayo wame rati yeswe rati bwame miao moa say de miao moa madinina ni mwamio madinina ni mwamio madinina ni mwamio
Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet.
The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. Oh, it's moving here, it's moving there, just like a day of Pentecost. The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. Moving here, moving there, just like a day of Pentecost. The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. It is moving now. It's moving here. It's moving there. Just like a day of Pentecost. The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. Please take your seats. Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. Moving here, moving there, just like the day of Pentecost. The Holy Ghost fire is moving just like a magnet. It is moving now. It's moving here, it's moving there, just like the day of Pentecost.
Now, gentleman, no, one nadam fi ka simbi.
Now the gentleman and the lady have said something to me. Now what he is saying, he is confirming all that God has said through me to him. I'm going to ask him to confirm himself. He said that his mother is dead. And he said at the time that his mother was alive, anytime they got to a place, let's say a funeral, and they were playing drums, this spirit, this fetish spirit was triggered in her. She began to react under its influence.
In fact, and someone what can say is strange.
Now the things that he has narrated to me
strange.
Some moments ago are pretty strange.
He's serious. Jesus.
Put your hands together for Jesus.
At times, Anna a life and
now because our service is live, there are some things that I do not want to say into detail.
Esini so ana I say obi a okom obawo so sa enfa anase bi ohun nipa na wewu na bibe sini so na I say okom tomo di nsuo na de gu no so patano na esi obi so foforo so pa okan wa ya esini so no bi.
Now,
real mother.
He said that
but hold on. Okay. Afraid to us. Oh yes.
I saw be on Yarishin, you know. I had a chain. I'm afraid we never say, Mamma.
Now he said that anytime they attended a funeral or a burial, and he saw, and she saw the dead person or the corpse, she begins to tremble in her body, and she begins to shake and acts under the influence of, let's say, a spirit, as if she's acting under the influence of a spirit, until they attend to her and pour water on her and try to calm her down. It does not cease. And about the death of his mother, he said that yes, his mother died without any sickness. The mother died and she went to bed and just died.
Sir, no normal death.
Now, because the man of God is saying that because her death is not attributable to normal causes, natural causes. Because the spirit took her life because the family failed to do or meet the requirements of the spirit.
Later glory. Na me usher honum. Ye bibia. Nti na ne mami wu ye no. Papa old man bi. Na me grandma na honum. Nti ne honum say oba honum I saw obi on ohun ade na oba honum say mami ewu no me na me ye next achepa sisi ameka say almost 10 years dey do.
Be 10 years.
Be to me do. Say me na Mesumeko, it's me catch me pastor no, and like.
Sir, Papa Concrano cancer, no, you're so far now.
This say
as a spiritualist be.
On what dear be,
that's who are dear, or no, when you suffer
Bible,
dear,
that kind of Bible, and what dear son, and
what catch us, oh, my mere wound, also soon wounded the nest.
Tell my me, instead of can I make us soon chair me pastor no, and the pastor no or
a soft
hand to Bako to like enemy Casa say waka and I say me so me sorry na me Bempah and my Bempah na dear up to now
a fain a brenash.
He said approximately 10 years ago, after his mother died, an old man met him and said to him,
the spiritualist in the kind a fain
and said to him that he is next to die after his mother. But they prayed about it and nothing has happened.
Also died 2 times. Say, Oma bomi 2, buried twice. On our
and he's saying that
see how it hey. Omodo wa shedan bim e wo winiba unlock you. Omodo twan aboachel. Entinka be kwa aboachel. Sa no muka no. Aboachire. Entinka be kwa aboachire. Na aboachire ho no. That day na aboachire na no. E na obeko off.
Jesus
found Nuru Hospital. Entino aboachire no omuso mbe na dabe.
The first week in May.
First week of May. Month be muni away. March. Na okode April. Na okome. Na just say o abosumi mienu pe to leave. Enti wa ma hanama be meet prophet. Ka wa ma awrade fia mesme awrade.
For the fact that abosumi mienu pe he would have died in the space of 2 weeks.
Idea way is strange.
This is strange, isn't it? Isn't it strange?
It is strange. Also, it is strange. Not just an Adam for so they will see a shooting twice. Not just say 10 years ago. Spiritualist being point and who not catch and say, oh, mommy, now only the next. And Pastor, you are the next. Me say, oh, mommy. 8 when you're back on the car 7.
So I've said to you, your mother had 8 children, she lost 1 and 7 lived.
Enuti umami ma obu group womo eya motiane ahom a obu nitri eni ahom mo tesem wo manim tese nipa anim eni nipa eni ye meeting ena o ma me manenie ena o mu twuso wo nko why you
Now so a meeting was convened, and in attendance at the meeting were some dwarfs, spirits without heads, and spirits which had human faces, and some human beings. And amongst your mother's children, you were the one that was chosen.
Not just
you.
Not just all my member opana we sradie. Opana obey kesia dachi.
What it means is that
when I went to say Joseph or Jacob Manum,
because
anytime be a machine, sound home bonny pebribisean. A man who does one, obey near what you're important, near what touching, near obey great.
Amongst your mother's children, that you are like Joseph.
Nepoa ding were expensive, Nepoa denny.
Your value is high.
You
are expensive.
Break you through in life. So they are successful. You may great.
So if you take good care of your life and you are diligent unto God, you are going to be very great.
Oh, assembly kana and now we uni assembly. Some who ye. One out in the Baha. Namisha Wati. Ishan ko obi a okwa sori ochu.
Amen.
Gentlemen, tie.
Now, gentlemen, listen to this.
Tie masem.
Listen to the word of the prophet. Because it is the word of God.
Menko onana amusu biem.
Do not go to the grave of your grandparents
menko o maame soso
again.
Bia biem.
And do not go to the cemetery where your mother was buried again.
Na aboakire ya ebe nsi ho.
And do not also attend the abortory festival. Don't.
Ya so mre.
Listen and listen well. Listen to observe what you are hearing.
Aha, sa oba me officer ho, moba me officer. Monka me se meka atokwa amena bi ho asema kire wo.
Now when you come to my office, remind me that I'm going to say something about atokwa amena to you.
So what is said in Ibida?
Have you heard that name before?
I won't say that. What is that? Thank you.
He said yes, he's heard it before.
Now, afa muntie me.
Now listen.
Oswafo.
Papa.
Ebenada.
So Tuesday,
Any wukuada.
And Wednesday.
Now
let me demonstrate it very well. Let's assume Reverend Andy is Tuesday and Reverend Anakwesi is Wednesday.
16 minutes after midnight, 12. Thank you. 11:46. Benada ana ukuada midnight.
Benada.
Thank you.
Now there is some mistake about the day of your birth.
Confusion.
Some people would say that you were born on Wednesday, others would say you were born on Tuesday, and it's likely to bring about some confusion.
I want fanticasem. You will be Benada, a dibania different. Quabenade. Thank you.
Now, amongst the fancy people,
and I will be so quite a fence. I beku. And I enter.
Among the fancy people, when somebody is born on Tuesday, that person is called, you say the person is called Ebo. And when somebody is born on Wednesday, the person is called Abeku.
Tieme. And Crawford say Abeku.
Some people call you Abeku, but some people say Abeku. You are called Abeku.
But Omu Mame Wui. Omu Nimpa Abebre Wukono. Anke Bianca Mamena Tiasi and Kabetima Kobusanama. What confirm mono? As we befreo.
Now, those who were present at the time your mother gave birth to you, many of them are dead, and I'm sure if your mother herself were alive, she would have confirmed that to you. Those people that were present at the time of your mother's birth say you are called. Now, this is the reason this part of the prophecy is so essential.
Memenda.
That's what she said, yes.
Good.
Now, the woman who came to tell us about when the abortory festival will be celebrated, she said it's the first week of May and it's usually on Saturday.
Sunday.
Now, during the festival, yourself and your friend
You see, son and Kabeye.
would have gone for the festival on Sunday in the evening or afternoon.
Mobile on Monday.
So on Monday you'll be there,
Oh, Tuesday.
and you'll be there on Tuesday,
Oh, Wednesday.
and you'd have been
Thursday.
there on Wednesday,
Friday.
Thursday,
Saturday.
Friday, and Saturday,
And no chi and son and Kamobe Samba back.
and then you would have returned after Saturday.
Na ya chirabwa Saturday. Aye sunsumu nhyehyeye. Ntonso nkombe chiro da ben. Ankombe kumpokura ansa na abo akire da na duru ho. Na nkombe shutu. Ebenada.
So if for the festival they catch that deer on Saturday, then when would they have killed this gentleman? In fact, they would have killed him before that Saturday. They would have shot at him in the spirit before Saturday.
Anka honhom de omunya confused. Banka nipa na mo ka honhom ho no. Ebi be confused. O meka se o da bi o. Eye wukuada. Ebi no so beka se da bi. Eye benada. San se. O ma me woda. Anadwo wo. No wo na dumienu moy. But ade chi a ye hu se o ma me awunti. Ye de akwahye wukuada.
Now, the spirits will not have been confused. They would have been very certain and precise about the day you were born. But those who were human beings who were part of the meeting would have been confused. They would have said that you were born on Wednesday because your mother gave birth to you at night. It was not yet the dawn of Wednesday.
Enti senke ye nipa ene nko mu ku a.
My God.
Anko be to afomo. Won be bidisa so be ku kuada. Enti nke nye ye ntina honhom abanhia mu ni bi. Because omu de omu nim sunsum niam nyina. Enti honhom be ka se da bi ebenada.
So when it was Wednesday morning and they found your mother having a child, they said your mother gave birth on Wednesday at dawn. But no. So if the men at the meeting were left alone to execute the spiritual assignments, they would have missed the task. They wouldn't have accomplished it as they ought to have, because they would have known, or they know, that you were born on Wednesday. But the spirits know that you were born on Tuesday. I'm sure that if you ask this gentleman when he was born, I'm certain he will say he was born on Wednesday.
Me say, me mama wo me kwasiada no otwe pepepepe. Ka me mama anka nkyere me amenka me nim.
Now,
Enti agye obi oho no obetimi aka nkyere wo. Na obi oho no no unya nhu no. But onyame honhom na wo.
Now I was born on Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Mama mu sa wasem.
My mother told me, that's why I know.
Oyonkin unim day a ye wo.
Do you know the day your friend was born?
Ana unim. Wednesday.
She said Wednesday.
Unim da ye wo.
Do you know what day you were born?
Wednesday.
He said he was born on Wednesday. You were not born on Wednesday.
Anajono senke ye 12:16. Ana se 12:1 mpa. But not 12 more.
Now, if you were born after 12 of Wednesday, you would have been born on Wednesday. But you were born before 12 o'clock. And so God told me you were born on Tuesday. It is very important. So you are not going for the Abuachire festival. Now, in the month of May, I'll make you fast on Tuesday.
That's why you're fasting. Wednesday, 6 to 6.
And I'll also ask you to fast on Wednesday, 6 to 6. And
after that,
you will fast.
Oh, asemka. Uni asembiaka. Ntinka also obekwa Abuachire.
Daddy Pacho, person me crochet we na last 2 weeks okoho omode emakogu.
Onde emakogu dia so.
Asase o sidan.
O sidan.
Na person ka me crochet de bia me sim person crochet mintimi. ana ɔno say aboakye do nyanko bɛkɔ me cousin ka
kamo bɛkɔ aboakyere na kwa
me man ka aboakye no because
ɔno ka aboakyere no ɛna nso ka sɛ kamo bɛkɔ na wakɔ akɔhɛ ana wakɔhɛ ɛdan no
ɛdan no ɔno no cafe ɔso nyanko bɛkɔ festival no
ɛne mu anyanko enti mo bɛkɔ akɔhɛ asase no koraa monkɔ no tama ɛnya aboakyere sɛdeɛ meka no tuma aseɛ wote twi na ase gentleman wote aseɛ good yɛpɔn a mehia mo ɛwɔ me office na kyerɛ sɛ mmee koraa deɛ wonsi winiba wate anaa ti aboakyere no wonkɔ na anya bia wakɔ bi da aboakyere wakɔ bi da ɛne ɛtete o aboakyere hɔ ne ɛtete o winiba ne ɛtete o okay mame oil dabi trase yɛpɔn a mommra me nkyɛn wate me ka asɛm bi akyerɛ abaayaa yi
I was just saying something to this lady.
Sesi a mahu sɛ vulture ɔpɛtɛ ebutu ne yɛfono so ɛna Awurade ka kyerɛ me sɛ ontumi ngo da maka kyerɛ ne sesi a sɛ wo ontumi ngo da bade nam sɛ ɔba ha nti
Jesus.
ɔpɛtɛ no ɔtee nsɛm yɛ kɔ so yɛ mahu sɛ wavanish now mahu sɛ ɛnsa bi apue firi soro
I see a hand that appeared from the
na ɛnsa no
clouds,
te sɛ ogya
and that hand was like fire.
mahu sɛ ɛnsa no abawura winiba
I saw that hand entered Winneba.
na honhom a ɔmo hyia mu yɛ meeting fa gentleman ho ɔmo hu no nsa no ɔmo nyinaa
Now, when the
ɛde nsiamu
spirits
adu.
that convened the meeting concerning this gentleman saw the hand, they all scattered.
na ɛnsa na te sɛ ogya no mehu sɛ abreki dɔɔ no a gentleman wɔahyia mu no
Now, that hand of fire, I saw that it broke that door
na ɛnsa na te sɛ
of the
ogya
room
no
where this gentleman was
ɛyi
kept.
gentleman yi afiri ɛdan no mu
And that hand, like fire, brought him out from that room.
ɛde gentleman wɔ bɛgyina me nkyɛn wɔ gya no a na megyina mu no me ne onyame angel
And the hand brought this gentleman to stand beside me in the pillar of fire where I was standing.
na Awurade kasa kyerɛ m sɛ ɔde ɔgyeɛ ama gentleman yi
Amen. And the Lord said to me, He has brought
ɔmu ntumi mfa wo nyɛ wo maame asotwe ho akatua
they cannot take your life to compensate for the consequence which was visited on your mother.
enti ma w'ani ngye
Amen. So rejoice.
amen
Amen.
yɛpo a mommra me nkyɛn wɔ me office ma me oil
Mi free man kuma munyi nana. Mi da mi nyami asiyo. Mi di mi ni pedye nyina. Mi da waseda. Era di nyankopon. Enti say pa na wotie. Sadi ne ma bangu mi yamu nana ye frame yo boni no. When you not try me say,
bi si ɔho na mompagya hwɛ me papa bishop Kwampoku ɛbaa ha akonnwa a ɔtena mu no me papa sɔfo Victor ɔsɛ ɛbaa ha nom akonnwa a ɔtena mu no sɛ yɛde sɛ ma akonnwa no ɛhemfo na ɛlidi ɔmo dom bɛtenatena ase akonnwa bɛɛ mu na ɔmo tenaeɛ mehu sɛ na ɔmo te akonnwa wei mu mompagya mmerɛ me wonim yɛpɔm a mpakyɛ ɔmomfa no mmra me office mepɛ sɛ me ne ne di nkɔmmɔ bi yɛpɔm a mehia no ɛwɔ me office sɛdeɛ ti biara ne ho bɛtɔ no sɛdeɛ ti biara ne ho bɛtɔ no enti bra Me pam so muntie me. Enana gyi na Awurade ne me kasae. Say yenye saade yi muntie me. Me papa Bishop Kwampuku ba akonya we no tren mu. Me papa Victor Seso ba akonya we mu no try. Na ade ma me ho dwiri mi ni. Awurade kasa kire me se. Obi bia na obeyi aforebo. Me man ntena akonya we mu. Onipa bia.
Now last night God said to me that anyone that will bring a sacrifice today, I should allow the person to sit in this chair. This is the same chair that my spiritual fathers, Bishop Kwame Poku and Bishop Nkosai, sat in when they came.
Nampacho, idea is strange ni.
Now this is what is strange.
Metro, Anna high priest eba me nchen.
Now high priest walked to me.
And all catch me say, oh my Anna, Facebook, share online. No, the text messages ba say, yeah, but for you, Musu Bobby, but it drew direction time now. Na media for na year free hunt, Musu hunu direction cry ye. Ah, Musu be but for you no more. But say oil. Nanko Musu, Obesom say. Omusu peso omu ye bi all those omu ni dem hanom no omu de omu gidie be ye afa osofo se te sa papa enne sei akonya udi besi ehonom no tie ni yo obi abetratra so no omu so online no omu so mfa gidie nya bi online enti ba bi obi akonya ehonom a onfa akonya no no ntra so na enwosra ya efri me papa Bishop Kwampoku so me papa Bishop Victor Seso ebegu obi bi obetena konyan so ebebo watenase wo yediem enkwatenten no onyame pan bomu no sankrofo no so ntena konyan so ba bi omo no munya gidie se enwosra na ewa ha no a transfer ababa bi a omo so so wo okay na mebusa ne so osofo. Now one catch you said, "Nememo omni partner konyanso aso dem ha." Afa no ho manim no osre. And it's like min kanchire sofo na nakwasi mpo say radia kasa kire me say ne memo obi ana obi obeba fore bia me man ntena konyanso. And na me ne sofo ni nkomo nka asa nkire no. Eye de no so be can the same thing. E dey akire me. Ana me point na me make no mo hye dan tiase. Osofo eye de na be kan asa asebi. Osofo ba na chese Awurade pese o confirm. And now who sofo onipa bia wo betena sa akonya we so. Ya no this week ya besan ya no next week Sunday. Last week ya de ansa ekekan by now betena so. No onipa bia be sa de we bi. Oba say you odifo asasi we say so. Okay? So me fra 5 million. Now bet me I 10 million now. Deep collect for deep. Assembly ne say anana ne safiria. Nia onyame de tu omakoma soso omunye no. O ma anye. Ena ma Holy Ghost ebufu omo no. Strike omo to death. Etima me kan se me nkyerɛ. Who say affordable a more spiritual. Affordable your son. And yet you onyamia mount and I has to for you. Bow to oh yam suni. Oh person yamia juma cosuntin our bar for ye. Massage win so trim. Nature for bomuno. Unshed yamia mau. Bow to rade. Oh. So be a papa man, asu ye be the Trianica. Na kwesa said, "O yama no na asu ye be man no and cherado." But obi on show papa be anchero. Now where the papa? And no natural some pound or any panel. And then cherabo doctor rade. Simple. Me fra 5 million. And then what transfer? Memma 3 seconds grand to wakunyano so. Because and was right wakunyano so no. One hey. Na eboru omu ma ne boroso a wo be twa hwe wontimi nkofie ahwe age so chena because onyame difo no onyame asofo akese mienu ana atena konya iso ename so ba me so metena so meboa. Thank you. Glorious upon for there bebre no ana omo de niam di agro hwe ade we intense me spiritual fathers Bishop Kwampoku Reverend Victor Osei Bishop Sofopon Otina konya no so awabo ho atenase wo yediem enwosre wosa nyame asofo akantinkan so yi abaw so wonu abusua o loved ones na dane no me so ko watamfo so. My God. 2 million for almost one. And then obi bia what my voice. Piamo more online. Pakonya bi na kasa say. So for Owusu Bempah spiritual fathers. Bishop Kwampoku, Bishop Victor say. And then so for Owusu Bempah musra. Ene sani wa konya isui baabi am obi a meso akonya metena so yi sa tumi no sa nwosra no sa yedie no sa panbo no ebi mra so na ubo wa foro yewi ana so atena konya bia say ye kitchen akonya mpo a onyame sunsun ebe free akonya we say so aba baabi a obia so wa America so UK so Germany, so Netherlands, France, Italy, Spain, baby, Australia, baby, onyame ngosra no beba ho. Na otwe Awurade won tene ne mu nkyerɛw. Na otwe Awurade mo atamfo hwiase ɛwɔ wani. Mihra wadi fire ani ofi ba mu. Mihra onaye ene wadidie mu. Mihra wonum mu ene onantie mu. Ɛwɔ Yesu Kristo din mu. Kasa amen. Bon semerade. Ashes, moche. Nyame adma next week, Brasorentem. Enkofo bebre ntimi nsori entem entoma nsori na ohu tam na ohu so aye late entoma nsori kra. They are not serious. Bebre no na ni bete na bonai because Saturday no on nantem kasa tintin ane mo kan say TikTok or be share TikTok and just Ababa 5 I find no order. You crazy man, you crazy. A 2 bounce I late to a society and I made master because I say Japan tem. San Crofono yes, Armonca Sanchomo. Namsum Yanyanisa. Mo nimre. Nami adman next week. A radical famous work and send me a show. Hallelujah. Afei Edward Sumono Ebeye. Young fans and Bonshia. Or suffer amo. Mama suffer amo just 5 minutes. And you 5 minutes. I brought 5 minutes. Crawford start up how I was through her. Starting this year. Amen. Say about 12:40. Acha 12:45. I'll see a poem.
Oh, you may see me ready. I don't know, I can't say, Papa.